They're just lining up. They're going to go for it. Away they go. Roger Kingston leads the way. Jamie Temple closely follows over the first fence, going left-handed, down to the tyres. Fence number 2. Oh dear, and Jamie Temple had a bit of a steering problem there, and Roger Kingston seems to be totally oblivious to that. And in fact, Jamie said, never mind the cars, they can stop there. And he's going on. They are eliminated. Jamie's horse is taking a little bit of ankle here, but it jumps the Lawrence in great style. Taking a little bit of ankling here, but it jumps the Lawrence in great style. Two very nice horses these, and I'd like to have a close look at them because they're both for sale. On they go to the road crossing. Roger Kingston, he's gone off round Coaster for Bacon Sarni. No, slight little bit of memory problem there. Never mind. Oh! And Roger Kingston jumped that like he was jumping the chair at Liverpool. Absolutely sound. It goes into the lead again. Slight little bit of memory problem there. Never mind. Oh! And Roger Kingston jumped that like he was jumping the chair at Liverpool. Absolutely failed. It goes into the lead again on this little skew board. Great pop over that. Another lovely leap by the grey with Jamie Temple just hacking along behind. Great pop over that. Another lovely leap by the grey with Jamie Temple just hacking along behind. Number 385, this is Louise Tolbert riding Senior Black Bryony, and number 386, Carol Davenport riding Killarney Road. Just going nice and steadily, they're not interested in the time, just concentrating on having a nice ride round, get their horses popping. Through there, and on they go out of the time section and away into the course. Well, Roger Kingston and Jamie Temple have wasted no time at all. Absolutely jumping for fun, these two, as they go onto the tyres up there at 14, on over the Jeep. 15. Turning right-handed, coming back through the gate. Tremendous leap over that, going on down to the barrels at 17. In the meantime, Louise Talbot and Carol Davenport have safely negotiated fence number 7, going on to the table at 8. Both get lovely pops over that table, going on to the tyres at 9. Both get lovely pops over that table, going on to the tyres at 9. Jamie again, Jamie Temple, riding this great horse, Canuck. Riding this great horse, Canuck. Sale, if anyone's looking for a nice nice great gelding. This tough sort of foot horse, just ideal teenager's horse. Very nice. Just ideal teenager's horse. Coming to the end of her round now is Laura Cochrane on Oscar. She's had a great ride round on this cob, and she comes past the finishing line now. Just starting now is Little Grey. Left-handed. Fence number 4 is In the meantime, Jamie Temple on Cannock is having a super round as he comes on to the Stars. In the meantime, Jamie Temple on Cannock is having a super round as he comes on to the Stars. Jumps out in great style. Up there at 14, up there at 14, over the ditch at 15. Starting the long gallop round through the gate, facing up to the bales. Jamie Temple on this great horse, Cannock. Just jumping for fun as he comes over the barrels, comes down to the double of barrels at 17. Just starting now is number 380. This is Kelly Allwork, and she's riding Saxon. She's quite quickly over the second fence, and she's going quite a good gallop on to fence 3. She's obviously going for time, depending on how she turns now. Tremendous leap over the third fence. Turning back left-handed, really kicking on to fence 3. She's obviously going for time, depending on how she turns now. Tremendous leap over the third fence, turning back left-handed, really kicking on this. This will be quick if she can keep it together. Over fence 4 and away out of the time section. Well, first to go is we've got a home-bred Plum Park horse. This is Pippa Temple riding Clover. She's safely over the first fence. On over the hedge at 2. On we go to fence number 3. These hogs back. She safely negotiates. Coming round now to face up to fence number 4, the Tiger Trap. Jumps out nicely and on out of the time section. Away she goes, facing up to the pheasant feeder now, which she jumps in good style. Turning left-handed down to the Water Street, down there at 6. Pippa Temple on this homebred Clover. Facing up to the bank at 7. Pippa Temple going nicely within herself. She goes onto the bank, nicely off, down to the suspended log at 8. And she comes, jumps it nicely downhill. Palisade at 10. Through the gap and up the hill, up to the Palisade, which is going to be fence number 10. Safely over that as they jump. They have now a choice of either a stile or a hedge. Can't actually see whether she jumped the stile or the hedge, but she safely negotiated fence 11, going on to the cross logs at 12. Nicely through that, she's into the paddock behind the farm buildings, but she jumped the green Palisade out of the paddock. Negotiated the 4 fences in the time section, making their way down to the 7-feeder at 5. Have safely negotiated the 4 fences in the time section, making their way down to the 7-feeder at 5. Charles and Michelle Barber have safely negotiated the creek. On the start line now is Roger Kingston. He's riding the preacher. And he sets off in great style. Jumps the first fence, having a bit of trouble with the steering, but Roger's well up to the job. Nicely over the first 2 fences. In the meantime, Tiver Temple has finished, had a lovely round there. Next to go is Michelle Barber. She's riding Debbie Temple's favourite horse, Chas. So she's very honoured indeed. This is an armchair on 4 legs, this horse. Nicely over the First two fences, Michel Barber and Chaz. Safely negotiated the first three fences. We look across to the far side of the course. Pippa Temple is just jumping the brush at 17, coming downhill to the Palisade, up there on the far side of the course, the other side of the show jump. In the meantime, Michel Barber and Chas have safely negotiated the four fences in the time section, making their way down to the pheasant feeder at 5. He sets off in great style. Jumps the first fence, having a bit of trouble with the steering, but Roger's well up to the job. Nicely over the first two fences. In the meantime, Pippa Temple has finished, had a lovely round there. Just past stable companion Chas, who's on her way out now. Just jumped the log off the road. Just jumped the log off the road. Roger Kingston on the pre-show is going very well indeed. He's through the time section and over fence 5, the pheasant feeder, going down to the creek at 6. Well indeed, he's through the time section and over fence 5, the pheasant feeder, going down to the creek at 6. Roger Kingston are through the creek, up the bank, away they go to the on and off bank at 7. Number 48, that's Karen Henderson riding King Rock. Across the road and making his way up to the Palisade at 10. He's going very well on the feature. Looking across to the top end of the course at fence 15, with Michel Barber having a lovely ride on Freddie Temple's favourite old horse, Chas. Coming back to the boxes there at 16. In the meantime, Karen Henderson is coming through the suspended rail at 8, making away across the race off for the new starter, just setting off. Is number 38, this is Charlotte Hall, riding Charlie. Just got a new starter, just setting off. Is number 38, this is Charlotte Hall, riding Charlie. She's very quickly over the first two fences, going on to the Hogsback at 3, turning right-handed. She's going fairly near the rails, not wasting any time at all. This should be quicker than our last competitor, Karen Henderson. She goes through in a time of 29.16, so not quite as fast as Karen Henderson and Kinross. In the meantime, we look across to Roger Kingston, who's having a great ride on the Preacher, coming back down to fence number 18. Absolutely full of running. The further he's gone, the better. And we look across to Roger Kingston. He's having a great ride on the preacher. Coming back down to fence number 18. Absolutely full of running. The further he's gone, the better he's jumped. Roger Kingston, he's riding the preacher. And he sets off in great style. Jumps the first fence, having a bit of trouble with the steering, but Roger's well up to the job. Nicely over the first two fences. In the meantime, River Temple has finished, had a lovely round there. Just past stable companion Chaps, who's on her way out now. Just jumped the log off the road. Roger Kingston on the preacher is going very well indeed. He's through the side section and over fence 5 to Pheasant Feeder, going down to the creek and just starting is number 4. In the meantime, just starting is number 48. That's Karen Henderson riding Tim Ross. He's wasting no time as he jumps the first two fences. Going out to fence number 3 now. Jumps that in good style. Away she goes, right handed and turns back to fence number 4, the Tiger Trap. On out over the time section. I'll give you the time for that to give you some idea of the standard. She had a time section time of 27.93. She had a time section time of 27.93. In the meantime, Roger Kingston has jumped across the road and making his way up to the Palisade at 10. He's going very well on the preacher. Looking across to the top end of the course at fence 15 is Michelle Barber having a lovely ride on Debbie Temple's favourite old horse, Chaff. Coming back to the boxes there at 16. In the meantime, Karen Henderson is coming to the suspended rail at 8. Coming back to the boxes there at 16. In the meantime, Karen Henderson is coming through the suspended rail. Roger Kingston is having a great ride on the preacher, coming back down to fence number 18. Absolutely full of running. The further he's gone, the better he's jumped. He's full of running. The further he's gone, the better he's jumped. Comes through this Palisade now. Absolutely sails over this. This horse is for sale, I'm told. Lovely jump over the drop hedge at 19. Coming back down to the water. In the meantime, Michelle Barber has had a lovely ride round on Chas. Just starting now is Betty Robinson riding Chester, number 666. Safely over the first fence, going a nice, controlled, steady canter, keeping well hold of her horse's head as she goes on to fence number 3. The hog's back, jumps that nicely.